Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at some displays actually, and this is just a real nice fancy little box that one of our friends actually lent us and everything. Now what this actually is it's from 86 Toys. It's a light up 112 deluxe display base, and I think it's really sweet. Now, the thing that I like about this is that it does have this nice, simple packaging and everything, and you can just bam and open this up, and it actually they ship this so damn well. Like, they protect this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is so cool. Just this foam inserts here and everything, really sweet. And you get this almost little chest plate looking thing. It does take batteries, and we'll get over to that in a second. I think this is a pretty sweet base and everything. Then this would be your top piece here, and that's gonna sit on the top here, and then you get this sweet little tube here to put everything in. I think this is a really sweet set. And let's go ahead and pull this out and take a look at some of the other stuff they give you. You get a couple different options on how to set up and display. We actually haven't even looked this far down. Look at this. We've got these little vial things, actually. These are kind of cool. Don't know anything about this stuff. So this is going to be very fun to play with, and I hope you enjoy going on the ride with me. What are these? These are... We'll have to open that up and really see. It looks like we got a bunch of little tubey kind of things. We'll have to check around and play around and see what we got here. And then these ones are obviously just your whatchamacallits, like your holders for your figure and stuff. See if there's any other goodies. Nope. That's it. That's what we got in the box. So let's go ahead and take a closer look here. Now this, I think, is really cool. And with the way they package it and send it to you, you would think that this is like a glass tube or something, but this is plastic. So that's pretty cool. It does have a bunch of design on it, and I feel like they're missing an opportunity right now just off the bat. Like, when I do these reviews, I'm opening stuff, I'm looking at it, I'm getting excited and everything, and I'm telling you what I think as it's coming to me. Like, I don't pre-do anything on these. So initially, super cool, but I mean, it does limit you a little bit to okay, are you going to use this kind of design, and do you specifically want this energy bin, you know what I mean? So if they were to just give you a clear glass option, or plastic, whatever, that would be super cool. Now it appears that this is gonna I don't think this clicks in at all. I think this just sits there, and then this just goes on top there. Super cool. That is awesome. I had to find the tape measure. Sorry about that. This thing is standing just shy of that 8-inch mark. This is about 7 3/4. It's appearing to be from bottom of base to top of the base. So you don't have a lot of room to work with on this inside here. It looks like we got literally just shy of 6.5 inches to work with. So your McFarlanes, your NECAs, not gonna go in here and everything. Another missed opportunity. You should definitely, I've only seen this in black base, white base, and then you can buy it with just the base. This whole setup, the DX with the tube and everything, they're $29.99. With just the base, they're $16.99, but that doesn't give you this. You just get that base. They do light up, and we're going to check that out in just a second. How to locate my screwdriver so we could take a look at this and everything. I don't like that it doesn't kind of click in. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's going to topple over with a bump, but at the same time, that it would be just that much better to have it somewhat secured, and we're going to mess around with that, see if there is a way to actually secure it down, but it really doesn't look like it. Looks like they intended it to be that way and everything, to just kind of sit. But like I was saying, they're missing an opportunity. If they're not going to do more with this, why won't this open? All right, they had that on there a little bit tight and everything. It looks like we're going to take 2 AAAs, Give us just 1 second here. All right. We got the batteries in. We got it covered back up. It took me a minute. I was like, where the fuck? How the hell? Like, what is going on here? Like, how do you turn this thing on? This opening here, there is a little button in here, and there is 2 settings on the way to do this. Remember those weird things that we were looking at that I was like, what is that? There's 2 of these little kind of like crystal glass jars, and they slide in here perfectly. And I think they just give you an extra one just in case, but you can use this to click down. That does still pop back out. But yeah, there's your button, and you get this awesome blue, very Iron Man-y. And then if you click it again, it does this like kind of pulsing. Pretty cool. Now we will check this out with everything on there, and like I was saying, I think they're really missing an opportunity. If they just make these and leave it at that, they should definitely upscale these and make them a 110 scale, something that you could fit some NECAs and stuff into, something that you could fit some, like, you know, like I don't see you fitting Black Series in here, like, you know, I don't see you fitting Marvel Legends in here, like maybe, but like just like, and it's just kind of limits you. Like, I feel like this is made more for a 5-inch scale than a 1/12 scale and everything, you know. But these things are cool. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Look at that. That is beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. We are having a little nerd out here, but this is like, dude, just imagine putting this in like a dio, setting something up and everything, like really cool. Let's look at this pulsing here. Oh, that's so cool, guys. That is so cool. All right, that is awesome. And we do got things that we're going to mess around with. We're going to play around, and you guys are going to join me while I nerd out. And this is awesome. Then we also had these. They don't quite fit in there, but they do come with these little peg things. And these little peg things fit in there. Perfect. And then these can go right there. And then this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Let's get a couple of these on here. Kind of got like a... Oh, and you got a connector so you can connect them. Got connector pieces. And we do got some figures that we're going to try messing around with and putting in here. And see what works and what doesn't. We will try a little bit of everything I've got personally. Let's get this. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let's just leave it at that. Drop that in there just so we got a little bit of that. Well, here, let's add one just hanging down so we can see that full effect here. Yeah, twist that up in there. And push this button. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Gonna look a lot better with a figure in there. All right, so they give you 2 of these, a short one and a long one. And the long one seems like it goes the whole length down. So this is probably about 6 inches right there. And this is probably about 3 inches here. Where did we put our tape measure? We'll find that out right now. Why didn't we do that to begin with? About 4 inches, 4.5 inches on the short one, and the long one is about 6.25, maybe 6.5. Perfect. So on the top of the lid too, there is a different kind of hole besides these 4 and everything, so you can drop this in here like such, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Then we can give this a twist here. And then we can hook a figure up. Let's see who we gonna go with. Let's go with our busted little cyber guy. This is cool. This is cool. Oh my god. Ignore me. I am nerding out. And we'll hook this guy right here. And then we'll drop you right up Ooh, no, that doesn't even look like he's gonna fit in there. That's a little bit real disappointing. Like, oh, he's too tight in there. Too tight. And mind you, these Doctor Who figures are like a 5-inch scale figure. But that does look cool. That does look pretty. That is dope, though. But he's tight in there, and he's a 5-inch figure, and this is supposed to be for a 1/12 scale, which should be, what, 6 inches? 6-inch figures? Like, just like, the issue isn't that, like, there's not enough height in there. The issue is that there's not enough width in there. That's a little bit of a major disappointment for me, because then, like, I don't think anything else that we were going to check out is really going to work too well in there and everything. But just imagine, you get a couple of these and everything, they scale them up right and everything. Like, if they made this into a 110, this would be perfect. This would be awesome. Hold on. We've got this little room that came with Gambit, the Diamond Select Gambit. Let's put it in here just to give it a nice visual effect here. But it's just... think about this on your dial preference. Like, just look at that. Look at that. That would be so dope. And the base is coming black as well. This is super cool. Regardless of the size, not really being where we want it to be. Give it that pulse. Kind of fades out and then fades back in. That's pretty cool. We do have this glare. I wonder if we can do something to fix this glare. If we can mess with the lighting, something. I'm not seeing where we're getting that glare from here. Yeah. Well, that does look cool, though. I expected a lot different of a look, though. I really did. I don't like this hexagon stuff. I don't like that it has labels. I don't like that it has all this stuff. Like, you know, like I was expecting some kind of Bacta tank, like, you know, some kind of like, you know, like the Dragon Ball Z healing chamber kind of thing, you know, and like, let's actually see if we can, we've got one of these Bandais, so we'll try to throw this Goku in there and see how he looks in there, but God, it's just like that width that is gonna be everybody's issue, you know? Like, let's see here, if we... because he is arm to arm in there. And this guy is a lot smaller of a scaled figure. Like, I think, like, he's... well, I mean, he's a busted one, but, like, you know, he's... oh, God, I don't think this is going to work. This already looks like he's too tall. And this guy, I believe, was 1/12 scale. We can remeasure him in just a second, but... let's see. Put your arm down, because that's going to be an issue. See if we can drop you in there. Oh, that's so tight, he's scraping. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, and he's sitting down there. Would have to really push you down to get you to look right. And then, you know, of course, you can't lift your head. And then this isn't going on right. Oh, let's try you without the stand. Let's try you without the stand. We're going to do a couple different figures here. The review's pretty much over. I've said what I have to say about it, you know, and like, I mean... now we're just going to check out a couple different figures and see what kind of brands are actually really fitting in here, you know? Let's see if we can get you... just move your hand somewhat here and stand you the best you can in there by yourself. Okay, okay. He's going a lot better and everything on the stand. Oh, nope, your hair is going to fuck you on this one, isn't it? Yep. Well, his hair is messing with that, and that's just a nice cutoff there. Let's see height-wise how much he actually was. So yeah, he's standing just a little bit too high because of his hair. This I already am saying is going to be a no-go. We got a foot soldier from NECA from the movie. Yeah, you can see his head's already over. He's literally a head too high. So your NECAs, unfortunately, this is not going to cut it for your NECAs. You might be able to get away with, like, you know, an Alf or, like, That baby Sinclair, I don't even think is going to fit in there. I know that me and my buddy were talking about putting those in there. This is a 3.75 inch from Doctor Who. That's obviously perfectly fine. We're not going to mess around with that too much. Let's try. We got one of these aliens. See if you can actually get. This is another one of those character option Doctor Who's. Ugh, not enough room to have you with your arms out like that. See if you can kind of be cool about this. Come on, come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got this one in here. We got this one in here, guys. All right. Because this is definitely the kind of thing you want for your little alien chamber. This is cool. Let's stop this pulsing, though, because I actually prefer it without the pulsing. If it wasn't for that glare, we would be doing pretty good right now. All right, let's give you a little bit of light. That's pretty cool. That works perfect. These are perfect for your Doctor Who figures. What else are you going to really put in here? I don't think you're going to get much, honestly. They are tight. These Doctor Who figures are smaller than your average, 1/12 scale stuff and everything. They stand about 5.5 inches for the most part, usually. 5 to 5.5, depending what you got here. Let's look at him. He is literally just shy of that 6 mark. Yeah, 6.5 inches, or 5.5 inches, not 6.5, 5.5. So he fits in there pretty good. We do got Boba Fett model that we made. Let's see if we can. Oh, there goes his hand there. I don't like this guy at all. This was one of the Bandai model kits. I still gotta finish him up, but I believe he should be about the same scale as the Black Series. So let's see if we can. Oh, your cape's gonna screw you, isn't it? Your little fucking side cape. Let's see if we can take that off real quick. You are going to have a... Can your arm go a little bit tighter just so we can see you fit in here? This is going to be the problem with these. Oh, and your head is just that much. Give you a bend a little bit. Just give us that little bend. Aha! And there you have it. That's pretty much what your Black Series will be looking like in there and everything. He is the same height as those Black Series, and that is literally tipping the top here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. He's tipping that top. That is a major disappointment with how tight of room they give you in there. Make different sizes. Give us a 1/18 scale. Give us the 1/12 scale. Give us the 1/10 scale. Make different sizes. That's where you're going to bring in your money, because if you get this in 1/10 and you can fit your NECAs in it, then you can definitely fit your Black Series and everything else. If you just upscale this, what were you called? 86 toys? 86 toys. Listen up. You need to make this bigger if you want to really get by with this, because unfortunately I am not going to buy just your base, because they sell it. This is what they sell for $16.99, just that little base with the light. Not interested. Where I'm interested, this. Also, give us a clear plastic tube. All this extra stuff, not necessary. You will get so many sales from so many people because this is so cool. It's just finding what is going to work with it. Your Doctor Who stuff, great. That's what you're going to want to put in here, 100%. That's what I'm going to do. Perfect. I love this Doctor Who stuff in here and everything. I'm not loving anything else that I'm trying here. I'm actually kind of send it back. See, we got just a random Baby Yoda. I don't even know what company did this. It's just a random little thing. Little Baby Yoda. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool concept. It's just missing the mark for me personally. Honestly, it's literally just the Doctor Who figures that are fitting in here great. And that's perfect for me because like I love doing stuff with my Doctor Who stuff. I do random crap with all of them and everything. And this is definitely something that I would be highly invested in if it wasn't for all the design on it. Just give me a blank tube. That's it. That's all I want. Blank tube. Like, you know, you can keep all this little extra stuff in there and everything, like all these different, like, you know, holdies and everything. You're like stand holders and all that stuff. Great. Like the way you got this all great. It's just that tube is way too small, especially to be advertising as 112, because there's so much 112 stuff out there that's not, it's just not going in here. It's just not, especially if you get something more bulky. Hope this guy helps you guys like make up your mind on this and everything, and hopefully they do make a bigger one, or at least a revised one that has a more proper like sizes and options to have just a clear tube and everything, or even just sell a regular tube separately. I mean, obviously you're already making these, just sell the tube, you know, just sell like variations of it and everything. I'll buy them. But thanks guys, we'll see you around.